Hey guys, Jeremy Wells here. If you're getting this on YouTube, check out my site, jeremywellsgolf.com. Today I'm going to run through my latest thoughts on leg action, especially in a driver swing, something that confused me for a long time. I think I'm getting closer to figuring it out, and that is in transition. Watching these really good players get into what I used to think was a stuck position, meaning the club's going to be back behind them, yet their right knee, has moved towards the golf ball more than where it started. And what you see and what these players do is right at the last minute, snap their rear leg back to the inside to get that club around and extend through it. I have yet to really study a really good player swing and seen their right knee work work out from under them further through the golf shot. It's always working away from the ball. I think I understand why now. We're going to sort of go back through time here. I got a couple Tiger swings from when he was dominant, really dominant. You'll see pretty steady hips on the way back. But in transition, the right is going to work well in towards the ball as the left clears and everything snaps back away. So you'll get that. I can show you plenty of swings, but that's what we're going to be after. So I want to start from the face on. I will put up a couple guys who I think do this extremely well or did this extremely well. Obviously, Dustin Johnson on the right, Sam Snead on the left. And I want to point a couple things out. One, there's going to be no pushing off of the rear leg in transition. This is not a lateral motion, especially with driver. So as they start forward, you'll see the back leg stay relatively still from this angle. Okay? To illustrate this, I'm going to draw a couple lines, a couple little marks, one on each player's rear knee, one on each player's lead knee, at the top of their swing. And what we'll see is extreme separation between these knees in transition. So that is a dramatic, big deal to me. And I think it's important because it's what allows these players, as they get into impact and squeeze their glutes and squeeze their hips together, it's what allows their rear leg to work inward as their lead leg snaps back and out of the way. So this separation, flexing into the right leg, not pushing off of it as the left gets around, sets them up to squeeze everything together and keep those hips back underneath them instead of shooting them out towards the ball. To give you a different look at Mr. Snead, and this is when it kind of hit me. So if I just draw his right knee at the top, you've already seen it here on the right. From this angle on the right, it looks like it's staying dead still. However, on the left, you'll see just how aggressive this motion is. So that is adding flex. That's working the right knee inward behind the golf ball in this direction. That's what allows the hips to stay level, the left to separate so much and get them so open that once they squeeze everything together, it's all heading in this direction. Love these ones. I think Tiger did this more aggressively and was more kind of forceful with this motion, especially the abduction, the snapping together around contact. Maybe that led to some deterioration, some health issues, but it's pretty awesome to watch nonetheless. So at the top, here's the right knee. You're going to watch it add flex, work inward. As the left gets around, see how quickly the left's separating. If you can't see it from this angle, you'll see it on the left in a second. And magically, because he's so far around and so separated, when it squeezes together, voila, the left leg's working backwards and the right leg is working inward. We can just see the front of his right knee here. And in transition, you'll see a tremendous sitting motion into the right knee as the left separates. So now you have extreme separation, think Sam Snead, and right at the last moment, what he did more aggressively than anybody was slam these thighs together, squeeze the glutes really, really hard, and everything elevated and went inward through contact. Obviously setting him up for a beautiful release and extension, power, control. Nobody could do this stuff at this time. Nowadays though, with these modern swings, I see a lot more people getting into this leg action. And everybody seems to be getting longer. So I think this is one of the big reasons why. Flex the right, separate the left, get around as much as possible. So once you squeeze everything together, it's working in this way, not towards the ball. Another thing you always see with this is the rear foot is always staying kind of slanted in this direction. You're never going to see this back knee roll inwards towards the golf ball. It's just not going to happen. There's no way it could. There's so much separation. Right knee's so flexed, left knee's so far around. It has one choice, one way to go, and that is this direction. And that's why. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope it gives you a different thing to think about than, the typical take it to the top and rotate your hips. I think it's a lot more than that. I think it's how you use the entirety of your legs to make it possible for your hips to rotate, to keep everything level. And it's what we've seen through the years from the best drivers, so why not focus on it? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and hope it helps.